Hello, I'm here with Barney Paradise from Design Identity. He's the person who designed our beautiful Catholic store in Colorado Springs. He also designed Gloria Deo in Lincoln, Nebraska. And I just wanted to spend a couple of minutes talking to him about design in the Christian market and the Catholic market and how it's changed in the last few years. So Barney, go ahead and tell us a little bit about how things have moved in the last couple of years and the way the stores are designed. What do you expect?
We will. I think, for a long time we were trying to create in our stores a very comforting element. And obviously with the product that's in there, it's very knowledge driven to help our customers grow in their faith. But in today's society, we see a decline in wanting to know more or gain a knowledge with the product. So we've been trying to really focus our stores on becoming social/retail elements. In fact, a number of years ago, I wrote up on my visionary board that our retailers have to understand that it's more than just about selling product. We need to create retail community hubs so that we can attract a social element, that people can come and visit with friends and family and meet new people and even talk about things that are going on that pertain to life in general. For instance, in your bookstore, that they could communicate some of the best sellers that are going on, some music that's out on the market, but it really does need to become a more social element. Society today is just changing. The Starbucks and even our worship centers are becoming more centrally focused on how we can develop relationships and we can grow in this social format. So I think cafes are growing and becoming a more needed element to create that kind of rubbing of elbows. So that's how I see and a vision that I forecast for our retail environments changing.
Okay, so as far as adoption by Christian stores, I don't know if the Catholic market has even thought about this, but in the Christian sphere, how has adoption gone on this front of putting in this type of center in their stores?
Okay, well, on the Christian independent element, there was a time many years ago when coffee started coming onto the scene and busting out from the Seattle area, that they were open to it. However, it was so expensive that very few did it, so it just kind of fizzled. Now it's still a matter of, they consider the cost involved, the equipment, the training. So there is an openness to it, but they need to weigh out the benefits. On the church Christian store marketplace, they're very open to it because they have people coming on a continual basis. So we have talked to a lot of retailers that say, you know what, we do want to create this, but I think we're going to have to do it in more of a mobile type setting so that there's not very hard or more expensive costs involved construction-wise.
And from a Catholic church perspective, I've seen some of the mega churches that have a huge cafe and bookstore setup, but from the Catholic perspective, are there any churches out there that are looking into this type of thing?
Well, there's not currently. However, as I had mentioned to you, Ian, we have been talking to the Archdiocese of Los Angeles about presenting this at one of their trade shows, which I think they attract about 40,000 Catholics to their trade show, and we'll be able to do a cafe presentation to try to open that up to the Catholic community, setting that into their parishes, setting that into their stores and their schools, and I think that's going to be very well receptive. I try to do away with this myth that we have a Catholic consumer or a Protestant consumer. We have consumers in general. Part of the ones that you reach out to are those who have a Catholic faith and want that product. Well, when it comes to coffee and smoothies and the whole cafe element, there's just a consumer, and society has created a cafe consumer driving force that is attracted to these cafes we're developing.
Okay, great. Well, thanks a lot, Barney. Really appreciate it.
All right, you're welcome.